Hey everybody, sorry about this yelling. If you hear that, I apologize. It's my daughter. Today's stuff can never be easy, and it is Star Wars day by day, at any rate. I'm going to try to get through all the videos because I know that I'm very far behind. There's nothing to say. It's just I'm playing New World and takes up a lot of time, and then kids and stuff, and yeah. But at least we get double drops, so that's something. I guess that's about the only thing you can say at this point is, hey, we have double drops. The problem is, double drops in the grand scheme of things is about equal to basically nothing. If I can get this Zeta for Queen Amidala, that'll be good. Do I think I will? No. Because getting bonus everything, but Kairos ain't one of them. Why is it bonus on everything except Kairos? Not getting any bonus Kairos. Do you know how asinine that is? That just that's nuts. And it why Kairos? Why Kairos, CJ? Do you not want people to succeed? I mean, it's a celebration. Just enable people to get double Kairos. Come on. It's a couple entire days. It's not going to kill you as much as your nickel and diamond people, CJ. I want to make you aware of something. I talked about the other day, I alluded to the idea of a Thanksgiving resolution. This is where you make a New Year's, something that's like a New Year resolution, all except for the fact that it's not a New Year's resolution. You're making this at Thanksgiving, and you're making it out of the fact that you're thankful for everything that you've had done. And because of this, you're making a new way of resolution. It's it's like if you need Thanksgiving to remind you that you need to be thankful, there's a bunch of things that I want to call you, but I'll just say you probably need to fix that. For me, Thanksgiving is just Thursday without my mail delivery. My wife asked me today, hey, what do you want to do for Thanksgiving? I'm like, it doesn't matter. And she wants to take the kids to see Moana too, and I'm like, fine. And then she's like, well, should we do turkey? And I'm like, fine. And then she's like, well, do you want to do lunch or dinner? I'm like, fine. And then she's like, well, if we do lunch, then we can't see Moana too. And I'm like, and I'm just pulling my hair. And I ended up just coming down and saying, we'll go see Moana at 11:30. and then we'll have lasagna for dinner. And whoever wants to come can come. But it's like, but the idea that we need to set aside a day to remember to be thankful. If you need that, please take advantage of it. Because you clearly don't understand a whole lot about this life. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just saying this because, once again, it doesn't have to be like this. It never had to be like this. But it's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault except for yourself. That I know I complain about my kids. Well, my daughter mainly, for the most part. And that's because I was not like this as a kid. I was a kid who, you told me to go watch TV, or you told me to do something, I did it. And that might sound like you're lying. No. I mean, it would take a couple of times. It might take a couple of times for you to get my attention to make me do it. But once you told me to do it and I realized that I needed to do it, it was done. There was no throwing temper tantrums. Why? Because I know it needs to be done. And I'm the same way now. If my wife tells me to do something, there's really high probability that I'm going to do it. Am I going to say that it's a guarantee that it's going to get done? No. Come on. Because my kids, the girl was screaming 10 minutes ago. Now she's hold on. But by and large, things don't have to be the way they are. Like this was just some guy at work wanting to know why the chemicals we use, why the machine that we use to pump chemicals isn't pumping chemicals. And I told him, did you check to see if the bottle was empty? Because on this machine there are two bottles, and you can use either side. And it's possible that last night when I leave, I didn't exactly check to make sure the bottles had enough in there, but there's quite probable that they're out of chemicals. But it's like, why wouldn't you text that first? Why wouldn't you put in the thing, hey, the machine is not pumping, the bottles are full, because that's the only thing that makes sense. It's the bottles are empty, they're not screwed on properly, which when I left last night they were screwed on. So I'm guessing it's the bottles are empty. But it's like and I'm going to cut the guy some slack because he's new. He's been with us for like a couple weeks, so he may not know that there's a time when, but it's like even that. But as far as Thanksgiving goes, I understand why the holiday was instituted originally, and I understand that it's very needed now because the way of our country is, a lot of people never take the time to have gratitude and to be thankful for what they have. But me, I have the luxury of working alone when I go to work, and I do soul searching. And Tuesday night, when I came up with this whole idea of the resolution, I had done a lot of soul searching, and I had basically prayed for the entirety of my time at work. And this struck me Monday, and I didn't get the end result until Tuesday night. And I was still praying, and I was like, I was like telling God, hey, because of this, I need to know what's next because of how thankful I am. And that sounds insensitive to a lot of people, but it's only insensitive if you don't understand the full context of the situation. Like, we have everything in this house, everything that we have, God has given to us. Okay? Everything. This house, this computer, video camera, whatever, as crappy as it is, crappy as my quality is, crappy as my non-editing is, whatever. The two children that we have, our adopted son and our kinship daughter, and our foster son, who's actually not here tonight. Of the vehicles that we have, everything. And so I'm looking for God to, what's next? What are you wanting from me next, God? Tell me what it is. Once again, tell me what it is. Because nothing else matters. And for me, there's a song that you may not have heard. I didn't hear it before. A friend of mine introduced it to me about 8 or 9 months ago. Well, yeah, 9 months ago. Yeah, I think so. And it's a song by the Hesslers. Is that their name? It's John and Melissa Hessler. And this is Melissa singing this song called Make Space, or We Make Space. And it talks about how we have all this clutter in our world. How we have all this trash in our life. And the whole song is talking about we make space. We make room. Because we long to be here with you. Because we're thankful for what you do, we're going to try to clean out all of the crap that's in our life so we can see more clearly. And clarity is something that not a lot of people, there's not a lot of clarity in this world. You want proof? Go back and watch some of the news reports back before the election from anywhere. and ask yourself, what is the truth and what is just here to distract me? And a lot of you, I talk about this game and I talk about how, I'm very, there's a lot of things that I want to chase, and there is, because there's nothing that I want. It's just like when I talked about the GLs. There's none of the GLs I don't care about SLKR. I have no attachment to him. I have no attachment to Rey. I have no attachment to Lord Vader or um, Jedi Master Kenobi or Jedi Master Luke or Jabba or any of these. The one that I'm closest to is Leia, but there's not enough of an attachment for me there. But she will be the one that I end up first. And then you talk about legendaries. I have no Jar Jar Binks. No, no. Balin. No. Mommy Mandalore. No. Malak and Revan. Maybe. CLS, yes, but logging fruit. I mean, he's like one of the easiest one to get tonight. But there's not really a connection to any of them. And so for me, there's no it thing in Disney Source Arena. There were it things. Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Robin Hood, Snow White, Mickey. These were characters that were iconic to me because of when I grew up. I mean, these characters in Star Wars, there's no emotional attachment to any of them. And so I just play it the way I play it. And if you want to watch, that's fine. If you don't want to watch, okay. Because if you don't notice, if you haven't noticed, I don't always talk about Star Wars. And I hope you appreciate that. And I hope you get something from when I don't talk about Star Wars. Because life is more than just Star Wars. Spoiler alert, by the way. Spoiler alert, life is more than just Star Wars. And you can play Star Wars. And you can enjoy watching the movie. And you can play Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. That's fine. But just realize, in the grand scheme of things, none of it's real. I understand if you have emotional attachments to these characters. That's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We can still be friends. You won't get anything from me. It's fine. But the fact remains is, I hope you take Thanksgiving if you're a person that needs to be thankful, if you're a person that's never thankful, then let Thanksgiving be your change. Let Thanksgiving be the day that you're thankful. And because you're so thankful, there's resolutions. There's resolutions of things that you want to change because of what has happened to you in your life. because he wants you to, and he knows you need to. Because there's lies everywhere. There's lies everywhere. This entire world, all it does is lie. How did that happen? I'm finding this normally. I don't know how he altered so fast. Because all we did was we just had the one point over here, and we had the slave one over here, and they just took them out, and then they're like, okay, game over. But I don't know. I have no idea what this guy's got going on, and it's got to restart. Yeah, client must be restarted out of sync. What happened now? How did I get out of sync? I don't know. But yeah. If you need Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving is for you. Thanksgiving for you. It's maybe the one actually necessary day that the government and its wisdom has done that some people actually absolutely know. But and I say this because, you know, not because I don't like turkey at all, because that's a fact. Turkey is bleh. But it's because, you know, I live in a state of thankfulness the entire year. And if you don't, take advantage of Thanksgiving. And then let that resolution that you make guide you through Christmas and through the new year. And don't make it something dumb like, I'm going to go to the gym and work out. Come on. Come on. Make it something like, I'm going to be more present for my family. I'm going to be more present with my friends. I'm going to engage people more. I'm going to learn something about that I didn't know. I'm going to pray more. I'm going to find a church that actually cares about me, that's not doing this whole whatever that's going on that has been perpetuated in this country for my entire life. Make a substantive change. Don't make a superficial change. Make a change that is going to benefit you, but it's also going to benefit your kids if you have kids. It's also going to benefit your wife. It's going to benefit your family, as your extended family, outside of your nuclear family that you have at home, but your in-laws, your brothers, your sisters, your nephews, your nieces, your friends, your church family. Let it be something like that. I know this is why you tuned in today, but that's what God had for me. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. As always, come back tomorrow for more. Hopefully, we'll look to play Star Wars some more tomorrow. Anyway, make sure you hold the line, because this is what the whole hold your line thing is about. Is not falling for bananas in the tailpipes, not falling for canards, not falling for lies. Anyway, God bless. Leave me a comment if you need to. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.